Another week. And this week is a week of, I guess you'd call it apologies. Last week was really very hectic for some odd reason. And the weekend really came to a head. By the time we came to the 10:30 Mass on Sunday, it was not fun. We all, not only the priest, but the whole congregation, lost our place during the Gloria. It's typical. We all have COVID brain. But as we went on and things started going and there was this something that was amiss. And I couldn't put my finger on it. I went so far as to even go down and give out communion without a mask. No mask, no shield, nothing. I didn't even have my goofy mask. I mean, really, come on. I've got tons of masks. So what is it? I've been thinking about it for the past few days, especially, wondering what is happening. And I think I can say, yes, it is COVID brain, but there's something more. I think we're all at the point in our lives that we want to go back to before. We want to go back to January, maybe December of 19. We want to go to the places that are familiar, but we can't go back to before. Even when we have all the restrictions taken away and we can be back to a normal way of going through things, we will have established so many different practices. That's why we need to now start to figure out what is important. We were talking the other day in the office and outside the office, and we said there's a number of people who aren't coming to church and are not going and actually worried about that. It's become now the routine of not worrying about getting to Mass on weekends. So what does that mean? It means we, those who practice, those who want there to still be faith present in our lives, we need to be perseverant in our faith. We need to encourage people in little ways to pray. We need to encourage people to think about coming to the church. If they feel uncomfortable about coming in the large groups, which aren't really that large, we need to let them come in during the week when there's less people, or come when there is no liturgy, just to come into the church. Baby steps. We need to make people feel that the church is our home, that it was our home way back before this began, and it's still our home. I encourage you this day to think about this, to think about what is important and how our faith helps us get through so many obstacles and helps us to stay on track. If you read my letter in the bulletin this week, you'll know that I did something, and I want you to take that little something and try it. I think it might be helpful at this time. I'm not going to show my cards. I'm going to let you read the bulletin. Be kind. Be at peace. We can never go back to before. We can only go forward. Knowing what we know, making a difference by being who we are, now and forever. Have a wonderful week.